Welcome to an analysis of the conversion from AverMedia document cameras to the HoverCam. I located a remote control for an AverMedia document camera that was buried in my electronics cabinet. The camera itself was removed late last year. The AverMedia camera could project the image of a document onto the front display board. Using the camera, you could zoom and enlarge the text on the document. A teacher could edit the document and show the edits to the classroom. The HoverCam replaced the AverMedia camera. This product is an integrated camera that connects to any PC through a USB connection. It can produce both still and video images. You can save an edited document for digital transmission. The camera includes a microphone allowing a voiceover explanation of an edited document. One method to analyze the emergence and obsolescence of technological innovations is by using McLuhan's tetrad. This tool facilitates the analysis of the processes surrounding the adoption and diffusion of technology. The four sections of the tetrad explore what the innovation enhances, obsoletes, reverses, and retrieves. The AverMedia camera enhanced the projection of images in a more compact way than its predecessor, the overhead transparency projector. It also had the advantage of not requiring those hot and expensive light bulbs. It eliminated the need for the projector or for individual copies of papers for each student. It allowed groups to view the same document while discussing the material. This device paved the way for a tool that could record documents, add video and audio components, and easily integrate with advancing computer technology. The HoverCam succeeded the AverMedia product as a superior tool. It provided easy integration with software and hardware. It is durable, has additional capabilities to transmit digital still and video images with audio components. This provides shared viewing of images and the ability to save the discussion and any changes made to the image. The next generation of this tool could include three-dimensional images and Bluetooth transmission of data. To develop a better understanding of the conversion from AverMedia cameras to the HoverCam, I spoke with the District Technology Specialist, Bonnie Kaliba.
I guess the original use would be the ability for teachers to use worksheets that they had always used to be able to project those up onto the screen, if you will. When we got all the projectors district-wide, we needed some way to transfer that information to the board. So that's why we went with the AverMedia. It was a good price, it was a durable camera, so I'm aware of, because they pretty much replaced overhead projectors. So if the teacher was using an overhead projector in their classroom, then they knew how to use basically we swapped one for one.
Okay, so it was intended as an overhead projector replacement.
Technically. I think for the most part they were well received. The initial deployment was when I was still on campus. I wasn't in the admin piece. So as far as I know, it went over really well. There were still a few people that wanted their overhead projectors. So.
Right. Now let's transition to the conversion over to the HoverCam. Can you tell me what transpired that involved the interest in changing from the AverMedia to the new equipment?
The HoverCam is USB driven, so it plugs directly into the computer. That was one of the reasons. It's also a lot cheaper at this point. It does more than the AverMedia, which has to load its own software. The HoverCam itself contains its own software. It has its own memory chip inside. And so when you plug it in, it just goes. Whereas the AverMedia, we would have had to gone in and done a different software load and different things like that. So the HoverCam was more all-in-one type situation. It also contains a microphone, which you could use for video conferencing and linking. The head doesn't turn, but you still have the audio piece and you have the video piece that faces down. So it was a little bit better product as far as we were concerned with, that contained everything in one spot. I mean, what's nice about the HoverCam is You can create a movie on it. You can create stills on it. You can play back things on it. It's way more powerful in its own right. So hopefully teachers are able to use it for a lot of different things besides just projecting a piece of paper up onto the board, if you will, or the smart board.
I also interviewed a teacher in the district to explore the uses and failures of the equipment from a teacher's perspective.
I guess the first year we got here, which was 3 years ago at the middle school, I had tons of issues with mine. Mine wasn't working, it wouldn't stay focused, it was very blurry, and sometimes it wouldn't come on at all. Most of our smart boards cover our whiteboards. So I use the Hoover camera to show all the steps on a math problem or work in it, or I would place a document on it like an answer key or something that the kids could look at, or even notes that we do.
Okay, and you did that with the original camera 3 years ago?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember any comments or concerns other teachers talked about the original camera, the one that has been replaced?
I know there were several the year that I got mine. Most of the school got theirs at the end of that year. I got mine at the beginning because I had issues. And there was about 4 or 5 other teachers on the hallway that also got new ones at that time.
So they were replaced because the cameras were no longer functioning?
Right.
Okay. The new camera, is there anything about it that stands out for you that is different as compared to the old camera?
Much easier to focus it. It does more details, a little easier and a little clearer on the board.
Do you use this one for anything that you did not previously use the old one to do?
I use the freezing function on it quite a bit. Could go ahead and take a picture, and then I don't have to have a document back under it later to show it to the 3rd or 4th period. I didn't use that too much in the beginning.
When you take this picture, do you take the picture of anything you have written on the document as well, or is it just?
Yes. What I've written on it, and even like a key or something that we placed, if there's something I may not have written on, I can take it, and then I don't have to worry about having it back up here.
And I know this camera has not been installed for very long, but how do you see the reliability of it at this point?
So far, I think it's much better than the other one because I don't have to move it around. You don't have to go up and down. So I think it's going to hold up a little bit more. I always had to focus the other one or move it up or move it down to change it. We can zoom on the computer now, so we don't really have to mess with it or handle it very much.
So you think the lack of handling it might help its durability?
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. David Thornburg proposes 6 forces that help explain the developments of emerging technologies. These include evolutionary patterns, rhymes of history, science fiction, disruptive technologies, increasing returns, and red queens. Evolutionary technology explains the progression of a technology from a previous innovation. An innovation in this category will exhibit change and improvement over time. Some follow the prescription of Moore's law, where the power of the technology doubles every 12 months. Evolutionary developments are predictable and nonlinear. There are numerous evolutions of an innovation in the early stages of its development. The AverMedia camera was an early entry in document imaging cameras. This camera entered into competition in the education setting with the Elmo camera. Once these cameras entered the market, educators envisioned the wide range of possibilities and options this device could accomplish. At this stage, the cameras provided basic functions and had limited integration with the existing technology. The HoverCam fits closely with the concept of an evolutionary technology. This product represents a rapid evolution of the AverMedia camera. The features added to the HoverCam are a result of consumer demand and technology improvements. Educators required additional durability and the ability to integrate the camera features with the expanding role of the computer in the classroom. The terms rhymes of history refers to an innovation that rekindles something from the distant past. The technology itself is not rekindled, but instead the use of the technology. The innovation is meeting an existing human need. The AverMedia camera and HoverCam reflect a few elements of the Rhymes of History model. Both devices rekindle the sharing of documents in a whole class instruction model. Educators show documents and videos to multiple viewers at one time. They make comments and edit documents as a way to deliver instruction. Innovations falling in the science fiction category reflect tools that are sparked from references in science fiction novels or movies. The creativity of a science fiction writer can create interest and speculation in the development of innovations. The vision of the future with innovative technologies provides motivation for inventors to design the product. Science fiction novels and films show projected images as a method of communication and instruction. Some films include projections on glass displays with hand manipulation of data. This created a model for inventors to realize that projection technology was achievable and delivered a useful product. Disruptive technologies are innovations that abruptly appear, heralding a lower cost and more efficient method to complete a task. They obsolete a previous tool because of their superior capabilities. One element in the HoverCam introduces a possible disruptive idea. The ability to add voice recordings to images and video produces a substantial change in product use. The technology changes from simple visual projection to a dual coding instruction tool. This capability makes the use of static image camera obsolete and continues to replace the layers of overhead transparencies and document markups previously used. The concept of increasing returns occurs when one innovation presents as superior and drives another into extinction. The concept of increasing returns does not apply to AverMedia cameras and the HoverCam. There is no evidence of competing technologies or a superior innovation capturing the market. Red queens occur less frequently than the other models. They have the potential of creating a huge impact. This term explains a competition where two innovations struggle to answer a need in technological development. One of the innovations wins out over the other and dominates the market. The Red Queen model does not apply in this situation. This is not a case where the innovation rushes ahead of the competition. I envision the future replacement for the HoverCam to include some fantastic features. This will address issues such as 3D modeling and holographic imaging. It will also have Bluetooth communication capabilities to transmit edited documents and videos to student devices. The device of the future will support 3D visualization of complex topics. Teachers and students can interchangeably edit documents and videos to read the next level of collaboration. These improvements will help educators advance visual representations to a level that we view in science fiction movies. Using McLuhan's tetrad for a possible replacement technology suggests it will enhance the image quality, deliver 3D and holographic images, and seamlessly transmit documents and videos to remote devices. This will allow the device to support 3D modeling and enable two-way communication between students and teachers. Please continue to research this topic and explore additional reference information located in the slides above.